So that was a little different for y'all, wasn't it? But I'm getting into that holiday season. And, for me, this is around the time that I'm okay with the holiday music. I have a problem when it starts playing in, at Halloween time. I know it might not be that early, but I'm just saying. After before Thanksgiving and then there anytime before then, can we wait? Can we wait until the holiday music? Give me time to really enjoy it during the holiday season. So I'm at that point right now, getting excited for the season itself. And importantly, I'm getting excited for tonight's show. And I'm glad you're here this evening. Welcome to Get to Know Bob. I'm your host, Sonia Weaver. We have this amazing platform where we have engaging conversations with some amazing Bobs that are doing some amazing things throughout our communities, and not just business owners, but we have like founders of nonprofits. We have independent artists and musicians and authors and just a plethora of arrangement because we have all skills, gifts, and talents. And we want to make sure that we feature the amazing Bobs we have, not only so you know what they do, the products and services they offer, who they are. That's important. Why they do what they do is important. But another thing that has happened that I hadn't even talked about, that I hadn't even really thought about until it started happening, was how these conversations are inspiring other people to want to tap into their purpose and their gifts and their callings and their talents. So I appreciate the guests that I have. I appreciate the conversations we have. And whenever we can inspire someone else to walk in their purpose, that's a cherry on the top. So let's go ahead and clap for our community. Yay. Okay, so getting in tonight, we're going to kick it off as we always do with tonight's look. And you know what? I kept it going for the holiday season. And so you can see I have on my green popping lips. But if you notice, I got a piece of our motherland colors around my head, around with my earrings, just trying to do a little extra. You'll find out why, or if you already know the show of what we're about to talk about tonight, you already know why, right? So if you don't, you will definitely see while I'm feeling the vibe and getting myself ready for tonight's conversation. So leading right on into the pledge. Have you taken the pledge? That's all I want to know. We are at the end of getting to the end of 2022. We're in the last month. We're in December, almost peeking into our midweek. Can you get excited on the few days left till we're halfway through the month? And so, if you haven't taken a pledge all year, I'm gonna put a charge out to you. I want you to really do a self evaluation as to why. And if you're bold enough and brave enough, can you share that with me? Place it in the comment section, because the goal here is really to dismantle the reasons why you wouldn't support Bob. Now, when we first started, let me let you know, we did do VOC. And for us, we found out that the majority of people were saying they don't support Bob because they didn't know how to differentiate between a Bob and a non-Bob. So hence the Black-owned business directory, which has since become an international Black-owned business directory. Hence, Get to Know Bob, this platform where we want to connect you to Bob. So we're trying to eliminate that number one excuse for not being able to differentiate. So my challenge is, if you're out there in a Bob and you want to make sure that you get recognized, we can have a conversation, people can connect to you, then just go to our website and contact us. And if you're not, then patronize the ones that you know, or seek it out, make it intentional. The pledge is to be intentional. The pledge is to stretch you to wanting support in a Bob every day. Or, like sometimes I'll take the weekend and just make it my day where I'm going to start off getting my coffee here, going to a boutique there, going to pick up some makeup. It can become just part of your normal day, really. And that's really the goal. The goal is not to make it be like another thing you're checking off your to-do list, but it's supposed to be something part of your lifestyle. We should support one another. Right? Right. Yes. And I know y'all on social media, those that are on social media, sharing what people are doing, the amazing things that are going on, that support. So I hope you're out there taking the pledge to support 7 Black-owned businesses every week. Now I'm going to look down for a moment because I need to pull up something that my phone decided to cut off on me for a second. There we go. Now, getting right on to our where we're going, our deal of the day. So our deal of the day, we said we're going to stick with giving away. One thing that we enjoy doing here at Deals with Bob is giving gifts away. And so the gifts that we have decided to give have been from True to You and that beautiful gift set. Okay. And we're also giving away Go Get Your Life. And I love the title because I've been using it and giving Cherie Saylor her props. It is up to you to go get your life. Let me say that again. It's up to you to go get your life. And so in this 40-day book, you're getting the task with the to-do list that you must do in order to position yourself to go get your life. So it kind of cuts out the excuses. It even makes room for time. We always say we don't have time. And it's really, how are you managing your time? How much time are you chilling? Couch potatoing, watching movies, watching the Hallmark Christmas shows that's on right now. How much time are you spending scrolling, sliding? Now when I say share, you can go in there quickly. You can share. You have your favorite groups. You can share. You can be in and out. And that's the thing. You have to manage your time. So that's addressed. It's even addressed. Reflecting on your accomplishments are addressed in there, because sometimes we forget just how great and awesome we are, so all of these things are in here. These jewels are in this book, and that's why it is definitely one of the gifts we want to give. So you're like, Sonia, how do we even qualify? Okay, so we have someone that's very, very close. My team said the only thing that's missing, which they're gonna reach out to the person, so I'm telling you, someone's already very close, is the tag part. So I want to make sure I slow down a little bit when I read this portion so that I don't confuse anyone. So to win your free gift, 3 easy steps. Number 1, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You must send a pic to confirm. Might ask why? It's because you may not even realize that you have your YouTube settings blocked. And if you might be a subscriber, but if it's blocked, we won't be able to see it to confirm. So we need you to send us a pic to show that you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, Deals with Bob. Number 2, like and or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook and on Instagram. And again, please send us a pic to confirm for the very same reasons. If you don't have a public page, we won't know this. And then number 3, share and tag. So what that means, you're going to share 5 of our previous Get to Know Bob episodes on your social media platform and tag us and tag 5 friends. Okay. Now, if you don't have social media, and yes, there are some out there who don't, then number 2 for you is to show you referred 5 friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel and that they have subscribed, and you're going to send us their names to confirm. And number 3, you're going to email or text the link to 5 of our Get to Know Bob episodes to 5 friends, and you're going to CC us or send us a pic to confirm. You're going to send all pics to info@dealswithbob.com. And the first person to complete all the 3 steps will receive a free gift. So let us know that you've completed this challenge by just placing it in the comments on the replay of the show. Now, I hope you understand all of that. And I'm going to make sure, I keep saying, make sure that these rules get placed on our which one? Facebook page. Yeah, because that's the one we can pin it. So on our Facebook page. Now, where are we at? So we're going into now our nonprofit that we're kicking off. Can you believe it? I think this is the first Wednesday of December. So we're kicking off with a new nonprofit. And our featured nonprofit of the month is Destined for Greatness. Now, the purpose of Destined for Greatness is to empower and motivate at-risk young ladies ages 11 to 21. Their mission is to show these youth that no matter what their downfalls have been, there is always a way to rise up above the negatives. The Destined for Greatness mentoring program provides tools to help young ladies truly become destined for greatness. They educate, encourage, and empower young ladies to do things that once may have seemed impossible to achieve. The goal is to build strong leaders and future professionals. We must stop the streets and crime from taking our future generations and turning them into mere statistics. The topics include, but are not limited to, hygiene, self-esteem, education, and job readiness. Destined for Greatness is here for the outcome, yet they are in need of your income. So together, they can help families thrive and not just survive. In-kind services are accepted. To join the team and volunteer, they appreciate your time and service because Destined for Greatness cares, and all donations are 100% tax deductible. And if you want to know more about the founder of Destined for Greatness and more about what the nonprofit do, you can visit a previous show from Wednesday, July 20th, where we had the amazing conversation with Shadora Ford, the founder of Destined for Greatness. Now, see, we want our future to be destined for greatness. That's an amazing, amazing name for the nonprofit. So won't you make sure that you get involved this holiday season for all of the upcoming things that they have in store? And if you don't know what it is, make sure you get your pen and paper ready for our Stay Connected portion. And we have some ideas of what's been going on for Destined for Greatness. Okay, so tonight's featured business is going to be Tax Divas. Yes, Tax Divas, has been one of our faves. And we got a little bit of something to share with you as we go into tonight's show and why she is part of our feature for tonight. So without further ado, let's check out what they do. So come and see Tax Divas. They're open for business. You can call 313-757-6829 to schedule an appointment. Are you eager to get started on filing? Don't wait on your W-2s. Bring in your last pay stub or a W-2 download is available. They offer tax preparation services for businesses, professional, home business, multi-level market, nonprofits. You receive cash for every referral. They offer a convenient pickup and drop-off service. They are fast, offering an in and out preparation. We charge no upfront costs for tax preparation. Find yourself in a bind? Let Tax Divas help with credit restoration services. Tax Diva guarantees maximum refunds. And Deals with Bob consumer members will receive 10% off or free registration or initial consultation or a free gift. So you get ready because it is tax season, right? We're getting ready for all of that amazing stuff that is coming on. And if you want to know more about Camilla Franklin, make sure you go check out our previous episode that we had on March 16th. And just head on to our YouTube channel and look for that episode to find out more about who she is and what she does. And most importantly, why she does what she does. Now, so I'm checking a little click of the time, and we have a lot of things going on. I told you when we enter into December, it was going to be off the chain. So we are going to do a little bit something different tonight. I am going to key up where we go right into our Stay Connected page, okay? But if you're looking for any awesome deals and discounts, giveaways, and rewards for our consumer members this holiday season, all you need to do is head on over to our International Black-Owned Business Directory, and all the amazing deals that they are offering is listed right there for you. So we're going to jump right on into our Stay Connected. Okay, so here is Deals with Bob's top 10 picks this holiday season. So yes, if you're looking for gifts, ideas, and something for the holidays, these are our top 10 picks. Linked LLC, True to You, Spa Go Therapy, Travel to Play, Hand and Stone, The Health Box, The Bishop of Credit, The Glam Doctor, Tontus Cosmetics, and the Black Health Academy. Calling all new parents to be. Join the community baby shower on Friday, December 9th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Shy versus Bold, The Fashion Place. This is happening on Friday, December 9th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the historic Fisher Building. Wind and Bend every second Friday starting December 9th at 6:45 p.m. sharp. BYOB, Wine, Mats, and Towels. The House of Entertainment and One Single Rose presents Poetically Speaking Detroit, Trouble Don't Last, a poetic play happening Friday, December 9th at 8 p.m. and Saturday, December 10th at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Black Business Shop and Support Day, Saturday, December 10th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. You have a pictures with Black Santa. Detroit Artist Holiday Revenue, the first annual Detroit Artist Holiday Review happening December 12th at 7 p.m. Lisa Jones presents the 4th annual Ladies Only Pandora's Box, Saturday, December 10th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Destined for Greatness Mentoring and Community Resource Center Christmas Wish List. Sign up to adopt a family. Donations are being accepted through December 15th, and they will be distributed to families on December 18th. Sunday, December 18th, Great Gifts Pop-Up Shop from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Demi's Restaurant and Bar. Let's meet up and socialize on Sunday, December 18th at Demi's Restaurant and Bar from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, December 18th, David Whitfield and Lauren Harper present a Christmas spectacular, Spare Change, the musical. The Glam Doctor and Third Eye Photography are presenting Toast the Holiday Season Photography Experience. Dates that are still available are December 10th, the 11th, 14th, 17th, and 18th. Dare to Dream Women's Empowerment Conference is happening Sunday, January 1st, 2023 from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And let us support you and your event by adding it to our Stay Connected page. Visit www.dealswithbob.com and contact us today. So now we're in that part, getting ready for our conversation with our amazing upcoming guests. And if you didn't see the flyer, here it is. So get ready for an amazing conversation with 10, the 10th wonder of the world, and King Mellowman. Welcome.
Whoa.
It's a lovely day in Zamunda.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Yes, what goes on? We're here.
Oh my goodness. I was so looking forward to this conversation. You guys just don't know. First and foremost, for those who don't know, I always give hand off the baton. And so I want to start with actually King Mellowman because, 10 has been part of our platform for a couple of times. So if you don't mind, 10, we're going to pass the mic over to King Mellowman. And I want you to self-introduce. Just let them know who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Yeah, I'm always the one that's incog. I won't say it, but I won't say that. But anybody that knows me, as you can see, is Jamal King Mellowman Clark. I didn't get the king title. It's the people who gave me that title, which is fine with me. But I know who the king is, so it's all good.
I love that. I love that.
A1 musician. Been a musician and singer all my life. Still doing it. Doing it for really other reasons. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it brings financial being, that's cool, but it's on a different level that I'm bringing it on. It's always always a mental and spiritual and moral thing for me. So it's not just money. It's not just that. Because it was just that, I would have been in Hollywood somewhere, but I'm very humble and I love what I do. Produce, write, arrange, team up with other artists, produce other artists. Mellow Music Productions, which consists of me and a few other people. We're trying to get artists to come more original. I saw this thing where it said, well, you can perform by doing covers. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's kind of awkward because I'm not saying that you can't do covers, but my thing is, if you're going to do a cover song, make it better than the original. Make it your own, so, and people got to learn how to get back into writing again, write from your experiences, write from someone else's experiences, or write. I don't care if you take one step out of the house, and if you see the sky is gray, write about it.
Yeah.
If you see the sun is shining, write about it. We had enough, but they didn't use so many words now. We go back to copycat, bun biting, all that type of stuff. So showing y'all my experience, but
like, I heard biting in a minute. I forgot about that one.
And I'm one of them old foots, but I learned from the older guys that was doing music back in the day. Started out with my mother and my father. They were the first, and I gotta put my grandmother in there too. They were the first who acknowledged what I do. And I was already a budding singer and a budding musician. Actually, this is what people don't know. I get so deep on a lot of things. When I was born and got slapped, I was crying in B flat. So
Love it. I
and mo-
love
and,
it.
mo- and most kids do. Some go higher than others, but
I
but
love it.
it was just the fact that music always been uh music has always been in the family,
Hmm.
from my dad, my mom, my grandfather. Um, I even got nieces and nephews, and probably great nieces and great nephews now doing music now. So I just tell them, um, beware and be aware,
I
because
love it.
yeah, because there are some. Well, I'm gonna just speak the truth. There's some demonic things out there and some satanic things out there, and you have to watch that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now the king Mellow has spoken. We have now the 10th wonder of the world. How you doing this evening, 10?
Well, first and foremost, once again, it's a pleasure to be on Get to Know Bob. This is honestly the solution. That's our nickname for the show. There's so many discussions about, well, how come we don't get together? How come we don't support each other? How come we don't help businesses thrive? Well, we do. Here it is.
Yeah.
Right.
It is happening. It is happening. Just we would say to the most audience, you have to look beyond what they feed you. And then, we know when we say they, we're talking about mainstream and what you click on their TV and their cable and their apps, whatever.
Right.
Look beyond that. This show is literally only existing for the sake of helping Bobs. For those that don't know, Bobs are Black-owned businesses, but also for Black-owned benefits, for Black-off, benefactors, all that. That is what we're here for. So much respect to being on Deals with Bob. Who is Boss Entertainment Group? Boss Entertainment Group is the hub. Simple as that. Boss Entertainment Group is a complete hub of media, arts, entertainment, graphics, technology, all of that. That is who we are. Often, we'll get a lot of stuff about, okay, but who are the people involved? Look in the mirror. That's who the people that are involved. If you have ever spoken of Boss Entertainment Group Detroit, or if you ever looked it up, or if you ever participated, we probably hired you. We probably, engaged you. We probably sponsored your event. Then you're a part of Boss Entertainment Group Detroit. Boss Entertainment Group Detroit is not a personal brand. It never has been, never will be. It is a mission. It's a lifestyle. It's a movement of itself. We're basically the solution to a lot of complaints that we've heard, all through life. Well, we want a opportunity to be in our own organic form. We want to be an opportunity to have our own destiny, to be independent. We're doing it already.
Right.
We're doing it. And as we go deeper into a lot of what we're doing, it'll speak for itself. It'll really speak for itself. We're now at the point to where, whoever, would like to, basically, if you want freedom, look up Boss. That's what Boss Entertainment Group is, freedom. That's
one of the main reasons that Boss Entertainment and MMP is linking, because we both doing the same thing and we both working together.
Love it. Now we're going to take a moment. A couple people have a chat. Hey,
who we got?
We have Miss Barbara Biggs saying good evening. Beautiful.
Much respect to Barbara Biggs. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Big up.
Counseling, making impact for people's lives. Then we have the phenomenal Olivia Franklin. Hey,
all right, Livy.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, Livy?
And then she said, nice, okay, Tax Divas. Yes, Tax Divas is featured in Miss Camilla Franklin.
Yeah, man.
Tax Divas is a part of our whole independent network. Yeah, everything you heard in the commercial, everything you heard in the presentation, that is what they do. They're one of the top tax businesses out there. Camilla Franklin is a tax expert. And just a real quick note. Every Bob you see here, these are professional businesses. These are not like somebody working out of Pookie and Ray garage with some Dorito bag on their foot. It's not nothing like that. These are professional businesses. You're getting the best. Just because you may have like, well, I haven't heard of them before. That's not on them. That's on you. But now that you have heard of them,
what you gonna do with the information?
Right.
That's what I said.
Right. Exactly. What are you gonna do with the information? What are you gonna do with the service? Yes.
Because I would say so. It's not knowledge is power. It's the application of knowledge. I'm giving you the knowledge and the information. Now, if you don't apply it or use it, then you haven't unlocked any of the potential behind it.
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. It's on you now.
It's on you. So speaking of things that you knew about, because like Boss Group, I'm saying Boss Entertainment Group is phenomenal with marketing and making sure you know about what's going out there. So because we had King Mellowman, I just pulled some things about just what King Mellowman was doing. Boss Entertainment Group had put stuff out for a whole lot of people, but simply for this show, I pulled some things from King Mellowman. So they may be talking about all of the other things that are phenomenally going on, but we're gonna take a quick trip down what you could have supported, where you did maybe support, or you just kind of missed out. So I want to bring this to your forefront now so that you can get excited for 2023, because it won't stop. If anything, the momentum is already there. You know how when the snowball starts rolling down the hill, just get bigger and bigger and they go faster and faster.
That's right.
So I'm just taking you through a sneak peek of 2022 so that you can get your calendars ready for 2023.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough to get tapped on the shoulder. Thank you, guys. And this was, I don't know if it was the kickoff, but it was the kickoff for me.
Right.
Where we had this event.
Yes, she is.
That was it.
And this was phenomenal, guys. I mean, this was like awesome in Grand Rapids. Y'all shut it down. Y'all shut it down.
It was first of all, we got to say, listen, it is not nepotism to have family host the event. We had Sonya Weaver host the event because she was so marvelous back in 2021. And also, we did the 5 event 2021. So she was just, on an upscale from that momentum. That's how she earned this spot. And at this spot, it just went up a whole other level. Much respect to Billy's Lounge. Much respect to Ambassador David Bowman for having us there. But yeah, no, and we're not trying to be overly confident, but you can ask around in Grand Rapids. We completely dominated that spot. It's just simple as that. We dominated.
Exactly.
Music. It was a night of vibe. It was all original. Much respect to DJ Sanjay, who also killed it there. It was incredible night. Incredible night.
It was. It was phenomenal. The crowd was feeling it. It was rocking, and it was just, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
It was.
Yep.
I know
exactly.
Now, see, I had a commitment, but I would have loved to see this Battle Creek Caribbean.
She missed it. Hey, y'all, look. Okay, be sure to hit Sonya Weaver in her inbox and say, you can't be missing these shows. You know, she missed it because it was, for a little bit of clarity, this was the first Battle Creek Caribbean Festival that was done. So this is the first annual. This was their intro. So every group you see here was chosen to basically break this off, to have the top-notch groups basically set this off proper. Hydro Afro, this was the return of Hydro Afro Reggae Band, who completely killed it. They're legends in their own right, and this was their reunion coming back. You see Roots Vibrations. I mean, look, if you're watching this and you don't know about Roots Vibrations, don't know what to tell you, top Caribbean group, top reggae group, much respect to Winford in that group, and of course King Mellow and Mellow Running. So you had this is an all-star lineup that was at the Caribbean Festival. It was as you see, it was from 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. It was incredible. Much respect to MC Asandia, excellent host. It was basically bringing together the East and West of the state of Michigan at Battle Creek, all doing Caribbean music. And just to clarify, Caribbean music is not just reggae that you heard on the Cosby Show talking about Etman. All right, that is not it. That is not it. Exactly.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We said
we said Etman. That is a piece of it. But we're talking about soul. We're talking about Afrobeat, dancehall, soca, reggae, calypso. We're talking about lovers rock, roots, all of that. All of that was represented all at this festival.
And they got to know that this type of music, if all other types of music can be played all year round, so can this.
Yeah,
we do it. I mean, we do
it.
I mean, like, why? If you notice the event before this July 16th event that you see, that event was not in the summer. That event was in February.
Right.
And a little bit of highlight. Before February, we did an event. It was with Roots Vibration. That was at Valade Winter Park, and that was in January. We don't stop.
Right.
So this whole stereotype about, well, that's summer music. See you in the summer. Yeah, you may see some of this in the summer, but we seeing y'all 24/7. We're here.
Right. Exactly.
So for people like me who were coming in green, and you mentioned like calypso, you mentioned some other forms of music. Is there a way to explain it just so people can kind of relate to it? Because what people know, if they think of the Caribbean, the first thing that most say, reggae, Bob Marley, you know. So you introduced me to a whole nother world of that whole blend.
I'm really going to flip you out. It actually started here.
What started?
Now, how do you say that? Okay, if you listen to any other oldies, especially people like Big Joe Turner, Louis Jordan, especially Fats Domino, it was always the upbeat that captured everybody. Okay, so the Caribbean was influenced by these artists. Now we're talking Jamaica when it come down to ska, mento, rock steady, lovers rock. Lovers rock is basically reggae R&B, to be honest. That's what it really is. Okay,
right there.
Yeah. Then you got the roots reggae, which is basically message music. Really, it was like what we were going through in the '60s. You know, with the revolutionary sounds and people coming together. It was more like a roots thing, you know. So even Peter Tosh said roots music is anything with a message. Okay. Then you got dancehall. Now the funny part about dancehall is this, or I can even, matter of fact, let me go back even further. When you talk about calypso, they were influenced by the big bands. The big band orchestras, you know, Count Basie, Benny Goodman, believe it or not, Duke Ellington.
And they were the jazz connection. And it just the jazz connection too. So.
Right, that's a whole jazz connection. So horns were very important when it came down to the calypso, and I must say guitar too, because if you even to this day, you'll hear a lot of the older cats will play a lot of acoustic guitar, and that's in any island. Okay, now with the calypso now, they broaden that out with a fast tempo.
Okay,
and they used to have a thing where like Lower Melody and the Mighty Sparrow, which is really okay, this is really gonna flip you out. Here's the hip hop element. And I say that because Lower Melody and Mighty Sparrow, they were great friends, but they were rivals. They do friendly rivalries. So that's where the battles came in. You know, that was competition at that time, you know, because every Demichi grass in Trinidad, they have a competition on who will win the road march and who will win the crown. So the biggest stars that would wear the crown, I think the Mighty Sparrow was the main one that won more crown than anybody. I think Chalk Dust was right up there with him. Now these, you might not be familiar with the names, but these are the names that come to mind when you hear Calypso. See, in America, they think Calypso is Harry Belafonte, and that's not true. He's commercial Calypso, but Harry would tell you himself, when RCA crowned him the King of Calypso, Trinidad was vexed. They was mad because they was like, well, how you gonna call yourself king and you never been to the Calypso tent, you never went in the competition? And Harry was like, well, I never wanted to, because you guys, that's, you know, y'all masters of this. So I never felt that way. But what happened was he wanted to broaden. You had a lot of American acts that wanted to broaden the music to get it more popular. Harry was one of them. A brother named Johnny Nash that was into reggae at the time, he was another guy that was but they never dissed him like they did Harry. I mean, they love him now, but Johnny Nash may have saw Rise in Paradise. He was on the reggae scene when he came out. So it was like a back and forth situation. See, down south and the islands, they're basically family. They're like cousins.
Okay.
Because they basically live the same way. You know, they got the same type of vibe and the same type of live. Florida ain't nothing but an island.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, you know, so it's always been a thing where everything is a cycle. It revolves in a cycle.
So because of what I'm just now being educated, and thank you so much, King Mellow. It's the reason why, I guess, for me, that I've noticed where other people can connect to the different variety of music that's presented in one of your performances, because you tap into each different thing in there. And I didn't realize how it was anchored into stuff that you might be more familiar with being here in America. When you're connecting, like you said, if it has an undertone of jazz or an undertone of rap or undertone of, you know, what we say dance, all of those things. So if that's what you kind of relate to and connect to when you hear that undertone beat of how you guys perform it, I notice how some people might jump up because maybe that's their thing, you know, and then they really get into it, you know. But really, you have such a rounded show that it allows for like everybody to come together, because it's like it's awesome.
Right.
And so here's
all
where
of it really resides in Africa. That's where the root is.
I'm certain of that. So, you know, I took a road trip with you guys, right?
Sure did.
Yeah. Wild hair, baby. Wild hair.
And for those that's interested, hey, so tell us what happened on the road trip. No, that's classified 51 information.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think I was asleep.
Was it? See, and that gives you a hint. That's how active it was. You know, we were kind of like well, let's just say this: we're different on the road. We're very different on the road. But the thing that stayed in, especially with May 20th, you know, at the Wild Hair. Much respect to the Wild Hair. Much respect to that entire staff there, and of course DJ Kinky P. What we did there, that was big, because that was when we're one of the few independent. And when we say independent, that means, look, we're not attached to a label. We're our own thing, you know. So Wild Hair often either has local Chicago acts or they have signed mainstream acts. We're neither. And so we got there, and not only did we get there, but we dominated that night. It was as simple as that. We really legitimately dominated that night. And so much to the point, right with Sonya Weaver's slideshow, so much to the point that we did that twice. We did that May, and we did it the following month in June. And this is with DJ G Sharp. Much respect to DJ G Sharp, and once again the entire staff of Wild Hair. That was another night. And see what we did different. Now that's another thing. Every show we do, there's a lot of groups out here to where, well, if you see one show, you've seen them all. Oh no, Lucy, no. When you see King Mellowman show, that's the show for that night. The next night, we're putting a wrinkle in. We may have a featured instrumentalist, or we may have a host do something. I mean, we're going to get to it later, but we're going to give you a hint. The host did something very unique later on in the season, you know, and that was also part of our show. We like to have our shows custom fitted for that audience to where they stay unique. We like to stay fresh every show. It may be a different song. It might be a different solo. It may be a different speech. It may be a different message. And going right there, the reason why our shows are so successful is because our message is strictly positive. We don't fall into the slack.
Right.
And what slack is, to be clear, slack is a term, a Caribbean term. We don't fall into adult themed music. We don't fall into offensive topics or anything like that, anything overly sexual, anything overly profane. We stay away from that. We are strictly about coming together, community, all praising the Almighty Jah, things of that nature. You know, upliftment, positive message, you know, motivational messages, all that's in that music, while not being boring and you know, it's sapping out the audience. So
yes. So for those of you who may have, I don't know where you've been, but who may not have seeing the show, I have a little treat. See, this is what I was telling you guys. I have a little treat for you guys. So check it out.
Yeah.
That was taking me back.
And it should be noted, that song you hear, that's an original song.
Yes.
That is not a cover tune. So no,
original.
But that is not Beanie Man's song. That's not Bob Marley's song. That's not Peter Tosh's song. Much respect to all of them. You know, obviously, if not for their contributions, then that genre wouldn't exist. And of course, even those further back. But no, we do original music. Like that's a written song.
Yeah.
You know? So that's a message for those that believe, well, no, I have to imitate. I have to see what's going on. I have to see what's so-called hot right now. No, you be what's hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that particular tune is what you would call conscious dance hall, really.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I know it made me want to dance.
Yeah.
and what was not seen is that the dance floor was packed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, it was. Yeah. And speaking of dance, I'm not sure if she has a flyer, but Sonya Weaver, yes, your host of Deals with Bob and Get to Know Bob. She was at this past Arts Beats and Eats. And, she was hosting that. Right, yeah, you know, she was hosting that, and you know, Sonya Weaver was actually dancing right on stage, right? You know, when we say it's a production, it's a full show and production. There's skits, there's talking to the audience, there's even involving audience. There's a segment we have that actually King Mellow, what he does, he'll do different dance moves with the audience. It's different. Right. It's just a different level of entertainment and blocking and production. And
yes. So I do have
oh yeah.
For you to share about this says Motor City Music Mondays.
Yes.
So is this ongoing?
Yeah.
This is ongoing. Much respect to Thornetta Davis. And yes, Thornetta Davis. And for those that's watching, that is not a misprint. Thornetta Davis is the Detroit's queen of the blues. She is everything that's blues. I mean, she's as simple as that. And that name is not just a catchy name. She has put in the work. She's put in the sweat equity. She has her own thing going on. So what she does, she hosts, much respect to Tin Roof, that's right downtown in Detroit. So yes, we were in Detroit. Not everything was in Grand Rapids. Not everything was in Battle Creek. Not everything was in Chicago. This is right downtown. This was actually a free event, and this was historic. It was historic because here you have the queen of blues that hosts Motor City Music Mondays, and she strictly hosted to give Detroit talent, the best talent in the world, by the way. Let's not forget that. The best talent per capita in the world is in Detroit.
Yes.
You know? So, you know, and that's also a message for those that's like, well, you know, I want to see the best. Well, if you're living in Detroit, the best is living right next door to you. But it is also what's presented at Tin Roof. And what she did was she invited King Mellowman and Mellow Runnings to participate in that. So this was the Queen of the Blues featuring King, Mellowman, and Mellow Runnings. So you have the Queen and King in one night. You have the mix of blues and dancehall, Caribbean soul. It's never been done ever.
Right.
And it was done at Tin Roof this past July 11, 2022.
Exactly.
And it was free to come to, by the way. It was free to come to.
That's awesome. We have a comment that I want to say is coming in from Miss Barbara Biggs. She said, "Yes, I am ready to go to Jamaica." So I guess the little clip got her excited where she was ready to
Come on
go.
through. We got room for you, Barbara.
Yeah, we definitely got room
for
you know.
You're gonna be in the VIP. You're gonna be in the VIP of the cruise ship. We got you.
Exactly.
Exactly. And then she said, "Well, I'm gonna ask the question after I pull up the last slide that I had available." This is what Tim was alluding to, was the arts, beats, and eats, which I am so honored to have been a host on that stage. And I don't know what came into me where I felt like I wanted to like be up there, but I just knew that I wanted anyone who came over to see that they knew that whether it said main stage or not, this was the main stage. This was the place to be. I wanted them engaged. I want them to feel a part of it. I didn't want them to sit and just watch, because I believe you have the best shows when you participate. And to me, you as artists, you respect and reciprocate the love and the feeling that they're giving you. And it just becomes like this whole organic thing where you're just kind of enjoying the whole experience. So that's kind of where the dancing came from.
And
it's all right though.
But see, that's what it's designed for. And much respect to Jamie for having us here. And just to give a little history, we've been at Arts Beats and Needs going on for over a decade and a half, and we're the main stage performers. We close the show.
Right.
On the nights we perform, we close the show. Here's the reason why. It's an experience. You see, there's certain ones that just perform. There's certain ones that just play. We play, perform, but we show out. It's sweat. It's adrenaline from start to finish. As Sonia Weaver just mentioned, she's dancing because she's into the vibe, and that energy becomes not just organic, but it becomes symbiotic. It's given and it's returned. All that stuff. We're all here together. What else is interesting about that night is that again, we're not trying to be overly aggressive, but yeah, it don't matter what stage you put us on. Yeah, we will take that stage and it will become the main stage, no matter what anyone else promotes. And that goes for, like, case in point, much respect to Roots Vibration. Here's a quick example of that. Roots Vibration is also a part of Boss Entertainment Group Detroit, and they did Beacon Park, and Beacon Park was with Skip Marley, Etana, and of course Roots Vibration. Well, the talk of the night was Roots Vibrations along with Skip and Etana, right? But how did that happen? Because there's two stages, but neither stage felt minor. That's the key. One thing and here's a tip, just to put this out here. I know we're running out, but just to put this out, we have got to stop calling acts opening acts. It doesn't work anymore. If you're just an opening act, that's an inferior term that's saying, well, we can go ahead, dismiss you, wait for the main act. If you're on that stage with the main act, you are a main act also. You're a special guest. The opening act gotta go. Even the little, I'm trying. How you speak and how you present is what you become. Simple as that. That's so important. And that's what we offer. We offer that confidence, again, the adrenaline, the showmanship. Those are the nuggets that has a headliner become a headliner.
Exactly.
And we also let go of the word gig.
Oh my gosh.
We don't use the gigs is not in our vocabulary anymore. No, that's another form of slavery, to be honest. That's what that is. GIGS, getting into general slavery.
Right.
Oh wow, that's deep. Y'all went deep.
Yeah.
And just to also follow that, we understand. Of course, we understand. Well, no, gig came from the jazz colloquial term to basically talk about a short-term show. But think about this. Now, gig has been called a short-term job. Here's a question for the whole performing community. Do you really want to perform as if it's a short-term job? Have you seen those shows that feel like a short-term job? They're not very interesting to be at. They're not very interesting to see, nor interesting to be a part of. But when it's an event, when it's a show, where it is a production, all of those are the headlining things. In fact, just looking at the StreamYard, it says you're in the show, everyone can see and hear you. That's what a show is. So whenever we perform, no, we don't do gigs. We do shows. We do events. We do productions. We do, you can even call it, we do whole Broadway type things. That is
performances.
Performances, absolutely epic, legendary thing. That's what we do, and that's the attitude. Not just that we have. That's that attitude for those watching. Take that with you when you perform. Take that attitude with you perform. Don't let it be a gig for you. Let it be a show, a performance, an event. It has to be the main event. Notice, I don't know if you peep, but whenever it's whoever you look at on TV, they're not saying and your main gig is. They're saying your main event is for a reason.
Right.
Yes. Now, as we are winding down in time, question did come in the chat. Where's the holiday party? And if there isn't, then what's on the horizon?
Woo! We got a lot going on over here. Okay.
Sure do.
First and foremost, much respect to Barbara Biggs for the question. So as far as upcoming parties and upcoming events, there is going to be a private event coming up actually this Saturday. Much respect to Mac Justice Entertainment. That's going to be with DJ Millennium. DJ Millennium is a part of also Boss Entertainment Group. That's going to be coming up this Saturday. Barbara, if you want information on that, go ahead and hit us up on that. We can get you in. It's kind of an exclusive thing. So, we can do that. Hey, if you're in, that's one of the benefits of coming to, get to know Bob. If you come and get to know Bob, we can try to get you in some things, things like that. See some other things we do. As far as King Mellowman, Mellow Runnings, we have a lot coming up. In fact, we're involved in a major deal tomorrow to have a home base off of Woodward. We can't say the name of it, but stick around for that. That's going to be going down. Also, there's a major thing. Actually, right after this show, we have a major meeting. We'll give you a hint. It's discussing the continent of Africa. Much respect to Queen Dinah. There's a fundraiser already going on for that. As once we dot the I's, cross the T's, we're going to be announcing big venues, but it does involve an African tour featuring a lot of things that you've seen here. That's what's coming up. It's it's going to be a big 2023. In addition to that, coming up January 21st, you can catch Roots Vibrations. You can catch Roots Vibrations back at the Winter Village Park downtown. There's going to be more Caribbean soulful music. And of course, King Mellowman and Mellow Runnings, again, you're going to be seeing them shortly. You're going to be seeing, there's going to be different elements of King Mellowman and Mellow Runnings coming up very shortly also. There's going to be the DJ effect. There's going to be a 2-man. There's a 3-man operation called the Caribbean Soul Experience. You can catch them coming up very soon. It's busy over here.
Yeah. and if you're definitely into the music, MMP is definitely going to be producing some new music that's going to be coming out in 2023. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I know a lot of people go, they do online on, to get their music and everything, but I'm telling y'all, vinyl is coming back.
Okay.
Believe it or not, they're bringing vinyl back in the mix. And if y'all have y'all CD players, do not get rid of them because they are coming back too. Don't get discouraged because, we got all these CDs. Well, get some more because we're going to have plenty of them.
I love it.
Don't get rid of your CD players if you got them. If you don't have any CD players, you can easily get them now. They're vintage. So you can get them back.
Get them now before they take up the price.
Exactly. CDs are still in existence. So, it ain't always going to, because everybody don't, believe it or not, even though we're in the millennium, there's people that still don't have computers.
Right.
Yeah, I believe you.
So it's nothing. Don't be ashamed if you got, if you got vinyl, if you got cassettes, if you got CDs, basically it's a cycle. It's all gonna resurface back. So
I
don't feel no way about it.
Don't get rid of the classics. No. Don't get rid of the classics.
No.
So last couple comments that came in, Barbara Biggs said, "Get me in." So she said, "Get me in." She is ready to move her hips. Okay.
I guarantee you, she's gonna be doing more. She's gonna be moving more than her hips.
No doubt.
So okay. I have to ask this final question before we head out for our time. I believe in reading, and that's what helps enlighten us. So what book is on your nightstand or that you've recently read or highly recommend reading?
So the book that we recommend reading is, and I hope we don't screw up the title, I believe it's called Tales from a Pale Horse. something like that. And what that book is, there's the recent thing with Kyrie Irving, who looked up a book, and because he looked up the book, he got canceled. Look, if y'all think that book is something, this book, if we're going to get the actual title of it real quick. Let's see. Let's get this right. Let's get this right, because we don't want to misquote it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is called Pale Horse. It's called Pale Horse. The author is hold on. Wait a minute. We're gonna get. Let's get it all. Okay. No, not the Pale Horse. All right, here we go. Hold on. Yeah, Pale Horse Rider. It's by William Cooper. Pale Horse Rider. Rider is spelled R-I-D-E-R. It's by William Cooper. You can catch it on. You can catch it on Amazon if you want. Of course, you can catch it on Amazon, right? But it's Pale Horse Rider, William Cooper, The Rise of Conspiracy and the Fall, and the Fall of Trust in America. Awesome book.
Okay, sounds like it.
Yeah. So if you want more details on that, if you want to, by the way, for Barbara Biggs that just mentioned, get me in. You can contact us about any information that we delivered here. Contact us on Facebook. Contact us at Barack Enroll (Boston Entertainment Group Detroit). That's our Facebook contact. That's Barack BARAK. Enroll is ENROLL. That's Boston Entertainment Group on Facebook. On Instagram, contact Morgan Price. Mitchell Price. Sorry, Mitchell Price. Contact Mitchell Price. We have a lot of staff. Contact Mitchell Price. And that's Instagram at Boss EG Detroit. And of course, Mellow will let you know where you can contact him also after he tells the book.
Oh yeah, you can definitely catch me on Facebook, King Mellowman and Mellow Runnings. You can also catch me on Instagram, Clark2708. I definitely be on there on many occasions. Also, any music you want to get, go to all the listings, go to all the medias. You can go to Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, iTunes. But pretty soon we're gonna have our own. We're gonna have our own shop that we're gonna be working on, so you can get more leverage on the music that we do.
I love it. Now, do you have a book you want to recommend, or are you good?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Right now, I'm dealing with the Book of Scriptures or the Quran. So
Gotcha.
I'm dealing with them right now.
Dealing with the word. Dealing with the word. I got you.
Yeah, I'm dealing with them right now.
I want to thank you both for being on. I knew it would be a phenomenal conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it would be great to have you guys back mid-year of 2023, because I know that in that short amount of time, so much is about to explode. So I don't want people to go to the end of 2023 and be like, dang it, I missed everything. So I'm thinking that a touch base like mid-year would be awesome, so that they can, get ready and see all the phenomenal things that's been happening with you guys. So again, thank you so much for being a part of our conversation this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
For those that's watching, be sure to do that B.O.B challenge. We've done it. It's been amazing. Do the B.O.B challenge. Be sure to stay tuned in to get to know B.O.B. Much respect to Crystal Gunn. Much respect to the countdown coming up. The 2022 in review coming up. Respect to Barbara, Olivia. Thanks for chiming in. Everyone else seeing us on Facebook that's about to bug us to death. We'll get to you.
Exactly.
We'll get to you in a minute. This meeting, but hey, we appreciate you.
Yes.
And look, support a B.O.B, become a B.O.B.
Support B.O.B.
Exactly.
I know they gotta go. They gotta get to that meeting. And like Tim said, you guys can drop. I just want to close real quick. I want you guys to make sure you mark a calendar for next week. Ms. Crystal Gunn will be in the house. She is definitely a financial strategist. As you close out 2022, you want to set yourself up to flourish and be positioned for 2023. So you want to make sure you tune in next week to get all those information regarding your financial strategies. Then we are going to then have our Christmas countdown as we get ready for our holiday season, and then end the year off, of course, with our 2022 year in review. And if you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel today. Click that red subscribe button and click that notification bell so you know all the time we are going live. Again, thank you for tuning in, everyone. Make sure you share this episode with others. I'm Sonia Weaver, and I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar does matter, and deal with Bob. I'll see you next week. Have an amazing night.
Harry.
Bye.
Unity in 2023, y'all.